You are now listening to the J Porks Experience. Listen free on iTunes or at theandydareshow.com. Now, here's Jay.
Yo, what is the word, people? Welcome to another action-packed edition of the J Porks Experience. I'm Jay Porks. With me, as always, on the other side of the glass, making sure this is a well-oiled podcast machine every week. Ever popular. Nobody. I'm going to have a short one this week because I have work and stuff. We'll get to the list of websites you need to go to help keep me in business later on. But first, I really want to get to this. And this is fun. Primus. Okay, y'all know, everybody knows Winona's Big Brown Beaver. And everyone knows that bass line. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, Primus have gotten together to release a Willy Wonka-inspired album called Primus and the Chocolate Factory with the Fungi Ensemble. And it's out today, October 21st. And it's Primus and the Chocolate Factory is the first Primus LP to feature the band's classic lineup: Les Claypool, Larry LaLonda, and Tim Herb Alexander, since 1995's Tales from the Punch Bowl. Primus initially covered the Willy Wonka soundtrack this past New Year's Eve at an Oakland, California concert. The show also featured the sale of Primus candy bars. As for why Les Claypool decided to tackle the film's soundtrack, he says to Rolling Stone, "We need to make sure that kids in the future watch the original Willy Wonka, and not the horrendous, horrible remake that came along and left the taste of feces in our mouths." And you can listen to Primus' version of Pure Imagination in the link provided on Rolling Stone's link. Or you can go out today and buy their vinyl. You can go out today and buy Primus and the Chocolate Factory with the Fungi Ensemble out on vinyl today. Two things. Well, one thing. Have you guys ever seen the Willy Wonka movie, or is it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Whichever one it is, I don't think that movie was ever good. Whether it was then or now. But here's a cool thing Primus is doing. Mixed in the chocolate-colored records, are 5 golden vinyl. And the golden vinyl, just like the golden tickets in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, stumbling upon a golden vinyl gives you free Primus tickets for your entire life. Okay? Free Primus concert tickets for life. Anywhere. Everywhere. For the rest of your life, you will get into Primus for free. How rad is that? How many of you haven't heard a Primus song? That's fine. How many of you are excited to listen to a Primus song now that you know that they're giving away free golden tickets? So, like, when does a foreigner fake having it? And we all think the contest was over. In the movie, the kid is so poor, they've got 9 people sleeping in a room smaller than mine. They've got 9 people on like 2 beds. This kid can't even scrape together the money to buy a candy bar. He finally gets to buy one. And the golden ticket's inside. Run home. Run as fast as you can. So, like, if I ever pass by a record, like in Williamsburg, when I'm in Williamsburg next week, when I'm at Rough Trade Records, checking out the Meat Puppets, am I going to see some kid screaming out of the store with his golden vinyl? "Oh my God, I got golden vinyl!" And is that my ticket? Do I bring that to the show every time? Like, "Oh, Primus playing at the Fox Theater. Oh, hey, I got my gold." You walk up with your gold vinyl. But how rad is that? So that begs me to ask the question to you. If it was you, what band would you like to see cover a movie's soundtrack and give you the opportunity to see them free every day, every day, every time they come, every time they play for the rest of your life. Let's say you're retired. Let's just say you're retired, you're collecting a pension, you have no reason to be where you are besides paying your mortgage. Why would you not? I'll follow Primus around on tour. I get the free tickets, that's the hardest part. I think that's pretty rad. And you should go check out, I was listening to Pure Imagination. It is weird. It is weird, wild stuff. Everything Primus is about, and I love it. So check it out. It's out today. It is out today. Also, while you're scrolling Rolling Stone, you're gonna notice that they have the Flaming Lips. The Flaming Lips Sgt. Pepper's tribute album. So what the Flaming Lips did was they got together with Miley Cyrus, My Morning Jacket, Jay Mascis, Tommy, Jay Mascis, Moby, Tegan and Sarah, Maynard James Keenan, MGMT, and they're all covering the Beatles album. They're all covering Sgt. Pepper's. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band. Now, a lot of people are sick of hearing about the Flaming Lips and are sick of listening to the Flaming Lips stuff. I wasn't, so I turned this on. Then I realized why we're all sick of this. I'm not saying this is bad. This is probably good if you're in the right mood, but I'm not in that mood. Not today, at least. That is streaming over at NPR if you want to check it out. And in San Francisco, radio stations aren't playing Lord's Royals this week or next week because of the World Series. That's been banned from radio. And no, she wasn't on South Park again. I mean, they should ban a 45-year-old male geologist from the radio. I am Lord, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 I am Lord. What else is going on today? One more thing. What I want to know is why everybody west of the Mississippi hates Sonic Youth. I'll delve into this. Because yesterday, the day before, I'm not sure when exactly it went down, Sleater Kinney announced that they were getting back together and doing a reunion tour. So, somebody suggested that because they're a band that Eddie Vedder likes, everybody's going to have to pretend to like them, just like we all pretended to like Sonic Youth. Here's the thing about Sonic Youth. I'm going to tell you a little secret about the things that Sonic Youth does. Are you ready? You have a pen? Grab a pen. They make music with guitars. That's it. I like it. They've been doing the noise underground guitar rock scene since 1981. If you don't like a band, you don't have to like a band. No one's making you like a band. Have you ever talked to me? Has anyone ever influenced what bands that I like? What bands I'm into? No? Fuck them. So if you don't like a band, you don't have to pretend to like them. But I find this is a West Coast thing. This is like everybody in California hates Sonic Youth. And it's not like they get love in New York because there's no radio. They don't get played anywhere. People in New York listen to, gangster rap because gangster rap made me do it. So where do they get love? They get love in Europe. So I don't consider that everybody has to pretend to like them. First of all, anyone I've ever said, hey, you listen to that sounds like Sonic Youth, they say, who the hell is that? The only Sonic Youth song my father likes is the one they cover the French they cover a song completely in French. And I think he only likes that song because it's rad that they're playing it in French. I mean, if you don't like something, don't like it. I understand that you have more Twitter followers than me, and that makes you, more that I understand you having more Twitter followers than me makes you more musically educated than I do. I'm aware of that. Or just means you shook more hands than I did. See, the thing is, the only time I force myself to be nice to people is when there's going to be a tip at the end of the conversation. I don't need to pretend to be nice to people. I don't need to be your friend and pretend I like a bunch of things that you like just so I can gain social status. I don't care. I don't care who thinks I'm an idiot. There are things I don't like. And, here's what I don't like. There are things I don't like. The Foo Fighters is one thing I don't like. Okay? I didn't like them a week ago. We're in overkill mode now. People texting me, people hit me on Facebook. Did you see Sonic Highways? The first installment? It's really good. Here's the thing. They performed on Letterman all week. First of all, is he Dave Grohl or Paul McCartney? They're performing all week? All week. Is it Billy Joel? Is it Billy Joel in the Garden? Is he the franchise? Are the Foo Fighters the franchise of Letterman now? So as soon as Letterman goes off the air, Sonic Highways comes on the air. And after Sonic Highways, minutes after Sonic Highways, the premiere goes off, the Foo Fighters are streaming a show from Chicago. And the whole internet is watching. Dave Grohl takes a swig of Jaeger minutes after midnight. Who cares? The guy didn't do anything hard. The guy was in a band. Now he's in another band. And listen, and I was having this conversation with somebody the other day. I would love to have a drink with this guy. I'd love to smoke a joint with Dave Grohl. He looks like a cool fucking guy. Funny. Probably got some good jokes. Nice guy. I got nothing against the man personally, but I would just rather have him with wooden sticks in his hand banging on drums. That's all. I'm sorry if that makes me a bad person. Now everyone's like, yeah, Jay, we understand that, but have you listened to it? No, I have not, and I will not, because I don't want to, because it's boring music. It's Dave's gonna scream, Dave's gonna whisper, Dave's gonna scream, Dave's gonna whisper, Dave's gonna scream, and then we're gonna have that same solo, that same exact solo from every other Foo Fighters song, from every other Foo Fighters album. The only solo he can play, we get it. We get it. And I'm glad Pat Smear's in the band. He's only like 25 years older than you. Kidding me? I mean, I'm not Jack White. I'm not saying that the Foo Fighters have two guitarists, so that makes them invalid. No, they just have a shitty frontman. That's what makes them invalid. I'm gonna scream like I'm Dave Grohl. I'm gonna scream like I'm Dave Grohl. Then the first verse will be like this. Then I will talk a little like this. Then I will scream like Dave Grohl. Then I will scream like Dave Grohl. Then I will do the verse like this. Then I will do the verse like this. And it sounds like I've got deep meaning. Stop all the instruments right now before I scream like Dave Grohl. Scream like Dave Grohl. Burner, 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 burner. Yeah, we get it. We get it. It's the same fucking song. It's like the Red Hot Chili Peppers with they got the same formula for every song. California, girl, heroin, did heroin, lost girl, random California landmark, under a bridge, breaking the girl. We get it. We got it. We get it. You know they have like the Guitar Institute of Technology? Do they have like the Frontman Institute of Technology? Can Dave Grohl go to a school that'll teach him how to front a band? Can he learn how to sing? And he's not a bad guitar player. He just inserts the same guitar licks into every song. creating a sound that sounds exactly the same on every damn track. Every single track is the same. Again, I hate bands. There are bands I hate. The Foo Fighters I'm just sick of. The Foo Fighters I've had enough of. What are we going to do when they get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I've always used this analogy. Dave Grohl is the smart kid in the special ed class. Because there's no good rock. I mean, music sucks these days. So the Foo Fighters rule the world. That doesn't mean that they make good music. It just means that there's no good music being made. Music sucks these days. And that's a fact. No albums are getting me off anymore. Nothing. Albums come out with a couple of songs on it that I dig, but nothing's blowing me away. No, absolutely nothing. And if it's blowing me away, I'm more blown away that I'm surprised that it blew me away. So that's why I'm blown away, not actually blown away by the music. And I was going to get into one other thing, but you know what? We'll get to it back after this. Here's Andy.
Hey everybody, it's Andy from the Andy Dare Show here. Just want to say that I am super proud to have the J Porks Experience be part of Dare Network. And if you want to keep my little podcast network completely free, all you got to do is go to theandydareshow.com, look on the right-hand side of the page, and you'll click on the Amazon banners for all your Amazon needs, and you'll tip your cap to the J Porks Experience and all the fine broadcasting here on Dare Network. Also, be sure to follow Jay on Twitter at JPorks, Instagram at JPorks, and jporks.blogspot.com. Thank you so much for listening, and back to the J Porks Experience.
It's funny because I swore to myself, I said, I'm not going to mention the Foo Fighters on the podcast. I'm not going to mention them. And I did. I'm sorry. This gets me so mad. Oh, the Cubby Bear. They're going to play Wrigley Field next year. Next year, like November. They thought you should know about that now. What are they, waiting for Wrigley Field to build the new Jumbotron? Unreal. There was one thing I wanted to get to before I went to the break. This bothers me. December. On Friday, October 17th, this past Friday, Jay Mascis played the Bowery Ballroom, solo acoustic, which had all the makings to be a magical evening. I couldn't get coverage from work because out of the 70 people that work there, 5 people are interested in doing the job. But what really gets me is that I came home and there was no video. No video whatsoever on YouTube. This is from Friday. And I'm just going to check YouTube one more time while I'm here. Well, I got the computer open. And there is, there is still no video on YouTube from the Bowery Ballroom show. Bowery Ballroom, they are so lax with cameras. They don't care. And there's video from every other Jay Mascis show that he's on this tour so far on YouTube. So what? No one thought to bring a camera into the Bowery Ballroom? It gets me so mad. It gets me so angry. Because like that's the idea. That's the whole plan. That's why I want one This is why I argue with you people about you can't get mad at people taking videos at shows. All we need is one. All I need is one guy in there. That one guy would have been me. I would have been the guy. Think about that. I don't go to a show, it doesn't get taped. Am I that important? I mean, if that's the case, let's get me to shows. Does any websites want me to tape things for them? I'll do that. All right, let's get into the list of websites you need to go to help keep me in business. as some people might call this podcast a 45-minute commercial for concertconfessions.com, you can go to concertconfessions.com for all your live music, news, and reviews for the fans, by the fans. The recent confession that is up is Weezer at Plush in St. Louis. Weezer went back to the shack. Our pal Concert Chick was there, along with 750 other people. Awesome words, photos, videos. You can get that over at concertconfessions.com right now, along with lots of other stuff. Like, well, tonight the Meat Puppets kick off their tour, so a couple of weeks, you're going to be seeing me all up on your scroll with puppets. And I don't know if you saw the thing on the Meat Puppets Facebook, but do not feed or touch the puppets. We've also got Hang the DJ, that's Christina Rocks. 89xradio.com every Sunday. I turned it on this Sunday. I was listening. And you could also go to ChristinaRocks.com. No H in Christina. And she's also got, this is funny. Not funny, but tonight, James, Laid, Bet on Fire, they'll be playing their lone North American date tonight, October 21st, at Webster Hall in New York City. And they have a KEXP session that you could stream now. And they did not play Laid. So that will tell you if I'm hitting play or not. But I'll share this with you. James. It's interesting. And you can get the Time War playlist. You could stream 9 Inch Nails at Austin City Limits. She's got plenty of stuff. Christina Rocks, 89xradio.com every Sunday. You know what? While I'm here, I'll share the love. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way, right? While we're talking about radio stuff, we've got my buddy Jacob, who goes to the only university in Washington that is worth mentioning. He's got a radio show. And I'm on his Facebook looking for the freaking link. And I swear I will share it. rainydog.org. That's rainydog.org. Friday, I think it's Friday drive time. But you can check him out. rainydog.org. It's the Washington radio, Huskies radio station. I'm not sure. Anyway, I mean, if I can have a podcast, he does the radio. So I've got 2 friends on actual radio now. I've got Christina and I've got Jacob. So there you go. If you want to check them out, and I'm sure I'll have more friends breaking into the world of radio sooner rather than later. And also, the headlines every week are powered by Annie Quiet. Sleater Kinney announced reunion album, No Cities to Love. That's a stupid name for an album. The Melvins are back with Hold It In. A new lineup with members of the Butthole Surfers. Nick Olivieri talks new album, playing with Queens of the Stone Age on Halloween, and the demise of Caius again. You can watch Kasabian hit Jimmy Kimmel, the pride of the United Kingdom, celebrate their new record with a rockin' parking lot performance. Somebody commented on Annie Quiet's link, and they were like, the pride of the UK, that's not even factual. They have the #1 album in the UK, and they headlined Glastonbury. They headline Leeds and Reading. What else do you need? Who's bigger? Are the Beatles? I mean, Paul McCartney? And in a recent interview, lead singer Kasabian, Tom was saying he just wants to make it in America. Doesn't know why, but he just wants to hit it big in America. Hit it big at Terminal 5 the other night. Hit it huge at Terminal 5 a couple of weeks ago. Actually, a month ago now that I look at the clock there. And on TV this week is all reunions. All reruns. Not reunions as in Sleater-Kinney. Sleater-Kinney's the reunions. TV is the reruns. You know what I like? I like finding out that the busboy likes EDM so we can make fun of him. That's what I did my whole shift on Saturday, and I'm going to do it again tonight. What else is going on? Come on. Somebody give me something. In news of murdering your girlfriend, Blade Runner Oscar Pistorius is getting 5 years for shooting his girlfriend in cold blood. 5 years. He can get home in 10. Somewhere O.J. Simpson is cracking a smile, cackling and rolling a blunt. And Monica Lewinsky says that she was patient zero for cyberbullying. I care why. I felt bad for a 21-year-old intern. I don't feel bad for the 41-year-old fat Jewish lady trying to still stay relevant. I don't feel bad. And finally, before I get up out of here, I'm going to give you a World Series prediction. The Giants are going to win. They'll win it in 6. It's not going to be a close 6. It's supposed to be 5, and the Royals will hold them all. Listen, I would love if the Royals won the World Series because, quite honestly, I'm sick of the Giants. I'm sick of them winning. I'm sick of the whole attitude around the Bay Area. I don't need it. You know what? I may be a sore loser. Everybody in the Bay Area, everyone in California, they're all sore winners. I can't stand when they win. When people first of all, if you're in California, you already win at life. So when your sports teams win, you don't have to rub it in my fucking face more. Trust me, I get it. I know. You're the winner, I'm not. I understand. Oh, God. All right. Let me give you a list of websites you need to go to help keep me in business before I get up on out of here. ConcertConfessions.com. That's for all your live music news and reviews for the fans, by the fans. Hence ending my 45-minute long commercial about ConcertConfessions.com. As some people might call it. Also, we've got Hang the DJ. You can go to ChristinaRocks.com, 89xradio.com every Sunday. Throwback Thursday, only it's on Sunday. Throwback Alternative. You can go to theandydeershow.com for all your podcast needs, whether that's The Andy Deer Show, The Tyler Cale Show, The Jay Porks Experience. I don't know, Jay Porks' show didn't really sound too good, so I didn't want to use show. You can go click the ads, buy stuff. You're going to buy stuff anyway. And always find yourself going to AndyQuiet.com for your headlines, because they are powered by Andy Quiet every week. Till next week, Whiskey Weed, Warren's Yvonne, late.
This has been the Jay Porks Experience. Thank you so much for listening.